truth and light, where the spirits dance all night. The Creator gang shines bright, guiding us with all their might. Trumpets sound across the sky, as we raise our voices high, praising the one most high, under the Wasgood's watchful eye. We sing songs of love and grace, in this sacred space. For the Creator gang we embrace, their wisdom we chase. With trumpets playing in tune, under the silvery moon, we dance until the morning sun, this connection never undone. Harmony in every beat, our faith is concrete. Through the pages of the Wasgood, ancient wisdom on display, teaching us the righteous way, leading us to a brighter day. With each trumpet blast, we're reminded of the past, and the love that will ever last, in this divine contrast. United in spirit, we uplift and hear it. We sing songs of love and grace, in this sacred space. For the Creator gang we embrace, their wisdom we chase. With trumpets playing in tune, under the silvery moon, we dance until the morning sun, this connection never undone. We sing songs of love and grace, in this sacred space. For the Creator gang we embrace, their wisdom we chase. With trumpets playing in tune, under the silvery moon, we dance until the morning sun, this connection never undone.
That's right. Right back like I left something. It's your hostess with the mostest. Holding that fire like a roach clip. It's your cousin Cosmo. Hey, just checking back in from Etheria down here in Ooze. You dig what I'm saying? Getting it together. Shout out to the Creator gang, man. And first, foremost, all praise to the ever present, the all that was, is, and never shall be. You dig what I'm talking about? You know, just wanted to come in and tap in on this lovely holy day. You dig what I'm talking about? See, see what y'all got popping, man. See what's up with the gang, man. Shout out to my sister Misha Mentor, man. So people been passing in this world, man, and even though we have a greater understanding of what's going on, you dig what I'm talking about, and it takes away a lot of the fear, and yet it takes none of the pain away. You know what I mean? You still gonna miss these people. You know what I mean? Loved ones, you dig what I'm saying? So, we, no further ado, you dig what I'm saying? Give a big shout out to my sister Misha, man. You know what I mean? And her pops, man. Condolences out there to everybody. You dig what I'm saying? What y'all got up, man? Link at the top of the chat. You dig what I'm saying? But without further ado, man, let's just go ahead and pay these bills real quick. Cloud Kicker, man. You dig what I'm talking about? Hey, the name is Anakwa Kaiki, the Cloud Kicker, huh? Shout out to boy Prince Judavon.
I must confess,
Welcome to the Jehovah Chronicles with your host, Cosmon Cal.
What's good, family? Checking back in on that late night hype, just flying through. You dig what I'm talking about? Swooping down, seeing what's going on, looking down from up high, down low. You dig what I'm talking about? Eagle vision way up here. Man, what y'all boys got going on, man? Salute to my dog Hurricane, man. Shout out to my dog Hurricane. You dig what I'm talking about? We're gonna probably get into a joint from the boy Hurricane tonight, too, man. You know, that's my dog. If y'all got music that y'all want to be played or heard, you dig what I'm talking about? Send it to Cosmon Cal TV. You dig what I'm talking about? At Gmail. And we can get that hooked up. You dig what I'm talking about? No problem. We get it on there. Shout out my dog D in the house. Much love, respect, condolences. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But that nigga with Jaja, dog. you dig what I'm saying? I mean, it's sad. You dig what I'm talking about? But boy, man, you dig what I'm saying? They about to go to the real upper room. You dig what I'm talking about? There's some real things going on in this afterworld. You dig what I'm talking about? That a lot of people deny or say spooky. They try to call you a space cadet. Or, you dig what I'm talking about? Just because you got an understanding that's not tangible to the eye. You dig what I'm saying? You got what is commonly known as a deeper understanding. Man, y'all hit the link, man. You dig what I'm talking about? Dog Hurricane, man. Brian's the yogurt. Sir Yogurt of Bronze. Good day to you, sir, and your faithless family. I do say, do you have any gray poupons, sir? Dig what I'm talking about? That's my dog, Yogurt. So Yogurt. You dig what I'm saying? Get your issue, and they'll give you them beats, and then give you them beats. Shout out to my dog, Brian. Yo, man. Y'all in the house. What up, y'all? Y'all share the live. Thumb up the video. Get it out, man. You dig what I'm talking about? Cosmon ain't did no late night cooking in a minute. Dig what I'm saying? I don't even be. You dig what I'm saying? I usually be on something else. Dig what I'm saying? But what y'all got going on, man? Tap in. Drop the link in the chat again. Well, as a matter of fact, wait a minute. The link is posted at the top of the chat. You dig what I'm talking about? Link posted at the top of the chat, just in case y'all want to come in, man. Come on in, man. Stop acting like that. Come holler at your cousin. Dig what I'm saying? Get into whatever. You dig what I'm saying? There's been a lot going on, man. Y'all seen they let Elon Musk and Doge cook the books. Bro, they in there finding all type of stuff. You dig what I'm saying? So I think this is a brilliant move on Trump's behalf, if it is that you about to tighten up the reins. You dig what I'm saying? And put the focus back on the country itself. You dig what I'm saying? The first thing you ought to do is do an audit. Right? And no, you don't do an audit with the guys you normally work with. You go to some motherfuckers, to some guys that's above them, impeccable with their record. and a genius, and I mean some law dogs. I mean, they get in there and crunch them numbers, man. They will find. Listen, you can't hide nothing from them real government accountants that got AI systems helping them look. Boy, you're not about to find. You're not about to hide nothing. And so they've been finding billions and billions of dollars just wasted. You dig what I'm talking about? That, they spending on other parts of the world and all that, which could be given to the people. You dig what I'm talking about? Especially the so-called Negro or Black or African American, who is really the aboriginal to America. But you dig what I'm saying? Them can be paid out for POW status in your own country. You dig what I'm talking about? It's not for slavery, it's for genocide, it's for crimes against humanity. You dig what I'm talking about? You changed the people name 10 times, you tried to wipe them out. Called them all different types of names. And then in a failed ditch effort in 1953, you tried to exterminate them all. Before this is before civil rights. Right? But it was supposed to have been civil 100 in 1865 already. So why 100 years later? Well, then who was being civilized and freed back then? Uh-oh. They ain't told you the story. Right? Why don't they tell us that the so-called civil rights movement was called the American Indian Civil Rights Movement? Man, it's called the Indian Civil Rights Movement. Look it up. Why don't they never bring that up? They get to talking about black and black power, and that ain't what it was about. Y'all, you dig what I'm saying? Y'all want to come on in, tap in, man? What's the word? Johnny James in this thing. What it do, bro? Nazarene is seen faith is in this thing. Did dogs. Daughter of the Great Spirit. You dig what I'm saying? How you, sir? How you, Sister Cherie? Dig what I'm talking about? Ray and Shay. Hey, y'all. Dig what I'm saying? Let me get a little something behind this. You dig what I'm talking about? Let me get a little music or something. You dig what I'm saying? This thing kind of dead a little bit. Let me see what I got back here, man. Let me see what I got back here, man. You dig what I'm talking about? Hold on 1 second. John.
Yo.
What it do, wine?
Hey, man, I'm live.
Yeah, you here. Good to see you, family, man. What's the word?
Hey, man, everything's everything, Bubba. I just come to show my face, man, say what's up to the gang, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, got just tapping in, man. I ain't doing nothing, man. I wasn't even like, coming out to really just teach nothing or nothing. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm just tapping in, seeing where everybody at. You dig what I'm talking about?
Gotta show love to the folks, man, to the fam bam,
Just to, just shoot through, chatting it up. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hell yeah, what you got good, man? What you got going on good?
Man, listen, man, I'm over here in Ohio right now, man, trying to do the seminar, man, and they kind of bless us and the family, man, to let martial arts and stuff like that, man. So I'm here ready to enjoy it all, man.
Oh, you into the martial arts too?
Oh yeah, you already know that.
Yeah, see like all them heavy into the martial arts. All
Right,
them.
C-Law, yep. C-Law and
Yeah,
a couple other cats man out there too.
and
You know,
the brother Eric,
Eric,
um,
right? Yeah,
uh,
yep.
Jaway, my brother Jaway, they all into that.
Hey, much.
They listen, kick your face off. You dig what I'm talking about? Keep playing
Yeah,
around. You dig what I'm saying?
yeah.
You half your head be on the other side of your foot. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay,
And I don't think your
Scorpion,
feet
get
supposed
over
to be
here.
by your head.
Okay,
You
man.
dig what I'm
There's a
talking
lot
about?
of cats, man. The name, man. Hey, you know a lot of dangerous folks, man.
What? That's the crazy part. You dig what I'm talking about? Listen, I ain't gonna have to do nothing. you wanna go Cosmo, you nigga, you gonna get 100 hands and feet.
Okay,
You dig what I'm talking about? Them boy, and
yeah,
listen,
man.
we got some dangerous dudes around us, man. And see, that's another difference, right? They think that our creator tell us to be punks and just, oh, we're soft ass niggas, and you slap us, we'll do nothing. We'll turn the other cheek. No,
No,
that
no, it
ain't
don't go
what he
like that.
told us.
Right?
That ain't
No,
what he told us. You
you,
dig
you
what I'm
gotta
talking
know.
about?
You gotta know. He show you how to watch, fight, and pray.
Hey, he say, until you have learned the extremities of love and despair,
Mm.
or light and evil,
Like and
you
right,
able to till you can overcome both of them. You dig what I'm talking about?
real
Or when
talk.
you begin to start overcoming them on your own, is taking steps towards the Godhead. You dig what I'm saying? And what more is a God than a person who has mastered everything below him?
Hey, man, gotta master your own surroundings, man. You know all the elements.
That's right. You
Yep.
dig what I'm talking about? Yeah, Johnny James. Nigga, ain't no fair fights around here. What you talking about? Mama told us, nigga, we if one in it, we all in it. You dig what I'm talking about? Ain't no fair fight. We gonna jump niggas every time.
Yeah, yeah.
Every time. It ain't gonna never be fair. You dig what I'm talking about? They tell us ain't no love war, but if I don't kill you, nigga, I'm willing to deal with every consequence that got to come with protecting my life. You dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. I'm gonna try to
Yeah,
learn everything I can to stop from doggone knocking your head off.
that
I tell
listen,
you,
because it could go there, and
it
that's what.
could, man. It could, but you gotta understand, man. We real people with hearts, man. We don't turn to that first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but understand that we taking responsibility for every action that we doing, period. So if it is that you pushed us to a point to where we had to react that far, I'm okay with it. Spiritually, whatever. You dig what I'm talking about? You just gonna get your issue.
Right, man.
You gonna get your issue. You dig what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
he didn't teach us to be punks. That ain't in OWASP.
Okay. Yeah, man.
That
I
ain't
just I just come through on the line to holler at you though, man. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stop everything, man. You gonna keep on
no,
moving. I'll
you
be
ain't
in the
stupid,
background though, big
man.
dog.
If you just want to chill and chop it up, man, you dig what I'm talking about. We ain't
Oh
doing
yeah.
nothing, bro. You dig
Okay.
what I'm talking about? We need to do this more. That you dig what
Right.
I'm saying? That everybody just tap in. You dig what I'm saying? Let me see where you at. What's going on? What's going on with you? This happened. This happened.
Hey,
You
man.
dig what I'm talking about? We need to share ideas, see where everybody at, go what's going on. We just need to rub shoulders more, be more family. You
Right,
dig what I'm
man.
talking about? And with this
Right.
new technology, why not take advantage of it?
Man, hey, look, for real, man. Cause hey, it's getting to that time, man, when we gonna need to really rub shoulders and make that change, man. For real.
Yeah,
That unbreakable link,
they
man.
don't see it. They acting like they don't see it.
Hey, man, it's getting to that time, man. I mean, like you say, technology is ramping up to where it's making it easier and easier for us to, come together, man. So,
Yeah, and just dip
you know,
out
yeah,
and dip out.
yeah.
You dig what I'm talking about? Cause man, they I watched some stuff today where they 3D printed a home.
Oh, yeah. They did that. I think I seen a black lady they did that with, and I think it was Georgia or like Mississippi somewhere, man. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, they
and it was a nice joint though. You dig what I'm
right,
talking about? You know, like no little, you know what I mean? But no
yeah,
little joint, 2-story colonial type joint. You know what I
It was the
mean?
concrete junk, right? They had the little printer doing the
Yeah.
concrete all the way around.
Yeah. They printed
Yeah,
it, bro.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
dropped it
yeah.
on
I
top of
seen
there,
that
bro.
junk. I seen that junk, right? I seen it. I seen it, man.
Yeah, wow, man. Listen, man. Listen, it's gonna be hard to tell you know what I mean to keep listening. If we can just do stuff like that, bro. Listen, I'm about to start getting this land together, bro. I got some acres up here. Enough acres that wouldn't nobody for the whole gang, we wouldn't be tripping.
Right,
You'll have enough room for your house, everything we got to do. You dig what I'm talking about? And we would have a nice neighborhood.
right. I got the land on my side too, though.
You
For
dig
real,
what I'm
man.
saying? So I'm about to drop some pipes in the ground and get this get some water flowing in there, and then I'm cause it's a reservoir, a water reservoir under our land. And this is why I think cause see, listen, we had to go find the land, right? The state was holding it in trust. You dig what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay,
Yeah, this
okay.
old Huron land. It's old Huron land.
Right, right.
It was holding it in trust and paying the taxes on it, but then didn't do nothing to the land. But when we looked at the zoning papers, we seen why. It's a reservoir up under there. They used to be above water, but they redid the level of the water and dropped it. It's under the ground. Now it flows under the ground. So my thing is, that's mine. I need to tap into that. You did what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So,
man.
so it was natural anyway, but they diverted the little bit that was on top under. You did what I'm talking about. So yeah, so it's like it's just raw. It's just raw land. Ain't nothing. You know what I
Ain't nothing,
mean?
ain't nobody attached to it or nothing. You just
Nothing.
get up in there.
It's raw, bro. And it's
Right.
next to a highway and stuff now and all that. You
Oh,
dig?
right.
So it's not like in the sticks, but
Right.
it's up there. It's in, you know what I mean. It's in the woody
Usually
area.
land like that, boy, they try to put a high value because they want to put signs and stuff right there and that type of land by the highways, man. So
Yeah, man.
they're trying to snatch it up off you now.
Yeah, because listen, man, we feed everybody with all that land, bro. If we just put up first of all, you could put up 2 massive greenhouses, side to side, run 24/7, 365. You dig what I'm talking about? Never stop producing, and then have room for your houses, and then I'm gonna have my little couple businesses up there, and then my thing is I want to make a place where the information that we didn't culled over the years, and you dig what I'm talking about, genealogical lines of the faiths and stuff, where it be like a repository of information for faiths. You dig what I'm talking about? Because if you don't think that the old school faiths knew who was who,
Hey,
you dig what I'm
man.
saying? Yeah,
That'll
yeah,
be dope. That'll be dope. That'll be dope.
they knew who was who. So when these different, well, I'll put it like this. Wu-Tang said it the best. My seeds marry his seeds, marry his seeds. That's how we keep Wu-Tang money all up in the family. It's the same thing with the faith. And we gonna listen, we gonna be producing God. Our babies is, you know what I mean? It's a reason you had that baby.
Of course, man. Of course. You already know that. You got to
You
teach
dig
them,
what I'm
man.
talking about? They gonna go on to breed babies even better than them. Listen, you gotta understand there's a man. This is why even when I heard about the quote unquote Cosmon man or the Omega man, you dig what I'm talking about in the book, or the pinnacle of man that comes across in Cosmon. It reminded me of something else I had heard. And that was what the false god was whispering in the ear of Hitler about people so high raised, and you dig what I'm talking about, but he based it on skin color. You dig what I'm talking about? And that's where that's where he missed the point. But he didn't understand that, what they call in nature is always trying to reach a pinnacle. It is trying to better itself at all times and learn and experience, and you dig what I'm talking about, at all times. So this is why our children get a little smarter, a little faster, a little stronger. You dig what I'm talking about?
Hey, you see how they got the kids learning clairvoyance now?
What? Listen, bro. That
Hey,
started,
didn't Watson tell you about that?
that started heavy in 1948.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 1948.
1948.
Yeah, in them same years, watch this. A and B blood types start producing O's. It had never happened nowhere, anywhere, at any other time on this planet, bro. We only had A types, we had B types, AB types. You dig what I'm talking about? And then you had O's all by
Ain't
themselves.
that more like the Haitian blood, I think?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily, but it was just old blood type. You dig what I'm talking about? It would produce a very varied looking people, but one thing that would come out that would be constant with these people is that they would have a copper color skin tone. Right. This is what your O types primarily produce. Right. Irregardless to phenotype or other, eye color, shape, hair length. The O blood type, especially O negative, produces for the most part copper color people. Anyways, right? My thing is this: it had never happened on the earth before where A types and B types have been started producing O types.
That's crazy, man. I got to look at that too.
So now, out of nowhere, after 1948, right, these A and B types started producing O positive types. Right? Yeah. They start producing O positives with the RH factor. Like my mother. My mother is O positive. I'm O negative. How?
That blood, man.
It's the light. It's the light.
Oh, it's the okay.
It's the light. It's literally the light. And then once I understood what a Lewis did, a spiritual geneticist,
right? Scientist, yeah.
Right. And now I'm looking back. I'm looking at my daddy. I'm looking at my mama. You think what I'm talking about? And then I think about myself, and I'm like, damn. You dig what I'm talking about?
Right.
Jaja, I have to be crazy to make somebody like me. Jaja, I have to be totally insane to make somebody like me. You dig what I'm saying? So
who else will be you but you?
I had to respect that, and it ain't gonna be no more. Ain't no more Cosmos coming. No, my son. Even if I had a twin, he couldn't be Cosmos. You dig what I'm talking about? This man for himself out here.
A special type of guy. Huh?
Yeah, ain't no more Cosmos. Ain't gonna be no more tones.
Okay.
You have 100 sons.
Gotta know that.
Right? But they gonna be their own individual man. You dig what I'm talking about? Just like you is your own individual man.
Yeah.
Now you gonna have a descent line. You dig what I'm talking about? Now the thing is, the dope part would be able to, document, you dig what I'm talking about, the faiths and their growth. Like, let's say over the next 30 years, 40 years, you know how many babies gonna be born?
Right.
And to watch them lines, because dog, in our line gonna come the next 1,000 Moseses, the next 1 million Yeshuas. They come out the faiths.
Right.
You dig what I'm talking about? It's gonna be a billion Abrahams walking around here. You dig what I'm talking about? Like it's nothing. You dig what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
come out of our stock. So imagine like a pedigree. Imagine like a pedigree. So you can look back and see why it's good.
Right. That's important.
Right? Oh, this mixed with the oh. Did y'all know that y'all fourth great grandfathers? You dig what I'm talking about? Were both faithists? Oh, they married. Listen, your third great grandmama, you dig what I'm talking about? On this side of your family is his great aunt on that side.
Right.
Same person. You dig what I'm talking about? And so you start to see that line of light, and then you look at the baby, and you ought to be, nigga, you ought to be writing us a new wasp.
Right.
But if you're cultivating that, then bro, even JBN said, man, with a little bit of cultivation, man, he said we'll have so many Bibles and old waspies out here of even higher light, pouring out babies that can't read. You dig what I'm talking about? Or they don't read the words.
Right.
You dig what I'm talking about? Because you can read that way too, without ever even opening the book.
Damn.
That's a skill. That's a skill. That's called, but it's a muscle. It's called suis. The same thing that they're calling clairvoyance and clairaudience. It does that too. That's the same force. So it's not even a force. It's a sense. Like your smell, like your taste, like your touch,
like
sight. Yep, it's that sixth sense. It's called suis or clairvoyance, clairaudience. You dig what I'm talking about? Hearing, seeing with them spiritual ears.
They say Abraham, all of them had the same thing, right?
Yeah, man. A bunch of our people, listen, it's in our blood. It's not about can you, it's when you will.
Right.
Right? Roughly, like somebody was, I forget who it was, might have been Jim Dimon said, like 97, 98% of the world has that the ability to, go into Ethereum. You dig what I'm talking about? To be a bride. But roughly 98% of the people, 99% of the people on the earth today have the ability to go to Ethereum. Everybody didn't, and especially in the beginning, like Adam and all them, I assume they didn't have the ability to leave the planet, to leave the atmosphere of the planet.
Right.
It was kind of stuck here like the animals. Right? They couldn't, leave the earth atmosphere and go into higher places.
Right. They couldn't stand for it, yeah.
Right. So the spirit went back down to the ground. Because you got to remember in the mini part, Asu or Adam and them, they was worse than the animals.
Below grade 10.
What? Listen, bro. No, I mean, okay. From day one, you never have to tell a dog it's a dog.
Oh, you got instinct.
You never have to tell it that it like bones and hate cats. You dig what I'm talking about?
Right. Real talk. Right.
A baby don't know nothing. Nothing. It don't know what it is, where it is, how it is. You don't know nothing. It has an innate ability in its DNA to cry.
Right, yeah.
Right? But that's something it didn't learn. That's already intelligence. You dig what I'm talking about? It didn't learn that.
No.
Who taught it? You dig what I'm talking about? So, you dig what I'm saying? Man in his infant stages of development would the same as a man in his infant stage. He wouldn't have been able
that's
to
what you were
crawl.
trying to say. Okay, I got you. I feel you now.
Yeah,
I
he
feel
wouldn't
you.
have been able to crawl. He wouldn't have been able to talk. You
None of
dig
the
what I'm
above.
talking about? And look, you never have to tell a rabbit it don't like foxes. You never have to teach a bird how to build its nest. But a human, you got to teach it how to build its home. Right? So you dig in the beginning, man was even lower than the animal.
They were the animals.
Shit, worse than the animal. Animal predate man.
Yeah.
Animals were already on Earth.
True that.
You dig what I'm talking about? We came after them. We wasn't never animals. We were men. We were just beastly as fuck. Something, you know what I mean? Niggas ain't come out smooth like that. You do.
No, we that new nigga.
Right, and you wouldn't have had no clothes, so you'd have had to be in a place where it was tropic.
You were looking like Sabretooth off of X-Men somewhere.
Wolverine, little baby brother, looking at me. You know what I mean? Badger back. You dig what I'm saying?
Right, man. But you ripped and dark skin like a mother.
Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? It is what it is. You could have came in any color. The crazy part is wait till they find out that original man came in every color, but he was one color.
Right.
So if you had white skin, you had white hair. If you had yellow skin, you had yellow hair. You had red skin, you had red hair. If you had brown skin, you had brown hair. If you was black, you had black hair. And it's because we can admix, right? It's because them colors can't admix. First of all, most people are brown.
Right.
And the smallest number of people proportionately on the planet would have to be the pale skin. That has held true since the beginning of time and still holds true now. You dig what I'm talking about? As into per ratio of melanin on the planet, it's about 80-20. You know what I mean? So that is held together from a long time ago, but that's because you can mix.
Right. And you've been mixing for a long time, man. So, I mean,
what? You did what I'm saying? That. Listen, 8,000 years ago, right? Just 8,000 years ago, it was 1025. Niggas wasn't even taking showers in Europe. The niggas wasn't watching. They had no soap. You dig what I'm talking about? They listen. You dig what I'm saying? It was bad. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, these boys were savage. Look how far we done came. You dig what I'm talking about? Look how close we still are, but look how far we done came.
Yeah.
It was the dark ages, purportedly.
Right.
Yeah, but that ain't had nothing to do with America.
Oh, that was Europe, man.
Yo, that's Europe. Yeah. We was over here styling and profiling. You already had multiple skyscraper lit cities. New York already there. DC,
and that's what they need to bring out, man. Like if they could ever find some footage, I don't know where they're gonna get it from, but like this place already built.
You ever seen the pneumatic trains in New York?
No.
Yeah, see, this is what they don't tell you, bro. Let me see if I can pull some of this stuff up, right? They got these things called pneumatic trains, right? Now, they didn't found these things in the 1800s, bro. Right? They'll try to tell you white folks built them. No. And then these are still horse and buggy niggas. Fresh from Europe, hardly can't speak a lick of English. You get what I'm talking about? So they found when they start looking at stuff up here, up on the East Coast in New York, they had train tracks underground. This is underground already, feet and feet underground. They had train tracks with trains on it that ran off air.
I think I did hear something about that, man.
Watch this, bro. They call pneumatic trains, and then, but they say they built them, and then like, bro, you know how much money you would have had to put this, because this shit is way underground, and then just they say they built it, and then just a couple years later they scrapped it, and then turned it into they put mail in it now. Because it's still got the air compression, and so they move mail along these tubes, right? So you ever seen the old pictures where they're in the hotels and all that stuff, and they'll have a little dumbwaiter system, but it works on air, and they'll take the little cap down and put the little thing in there and shoot, and they shoot it straight up there.
Oh yeah, just like you go to the bank.
That's how the trains run. Yep, just like that's how the trains run. Off pressure air. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me see. They found these trains, and then they changed them into like post office thing. Hold on. Cause I think they've been lying, bro. I think we did. Cause look, bro, 1870s, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Watch this. Hold on. I want to do stuff? Hold on. Let me see what his look like, bro. Cause he actually go in the tunnels. You dig what I'm talking about? But I just want to show some the info on it. Right? Okay. Yeah. This is a good one right here. Let me share this with y'all real quick. And this is in New York, bro. If you think these horse and buggy people built this in 1870, I got a bridge in Iraq to sell you. Ain't no way. Ain't no way no little dirty, little musty white boy who first of all don't even have plumbing over in Europe. Listen, in 1894, right? 24 years after they say they built this over here, right? Do you know in 1894 they had to shut the whole city of London down because it was so much animal feces and human feces in the roads, they didn't know what to do with it because they didn't have plumbing. So you built a pneumatic train system, but you don't have plumbing in the cities where you come from. Make sense. Right? Make it make sense. Let's catch these niggas in some lies. I'm gonna show you. Show y'all, look. Hold on, watch this. There was a first of all, let me hip y'all to something. 1649, the Beaver Wars starts to decline. The Iroquois are fighting the French. You dig what I'm talking about with Dutch guns. The last war chief, who was born in the 1550s, right? He was born in the 1550s. This is 1649. 96 years old. He's dying and all that shit. He done killed up a whole bunch of people. Guess what his name was? Guess what his name was, y'all? His name was Black Train. Black Train? How? How? Now I know if people who say, "Oh, a train is just something that follows behind you," could possibly be. But what would have been following behind him that they would have called him as an appellation that he would have seen, and what would he would have been wearing that was all black following? It don't make sense, right? Unless he's seen a black train. Trains are black. So, yeah, he was the last war chief of the Iroquois, Black Train. You dig what I'm saying? They end up killing him and all that stuff. But how are you even talking about a train period in 1650? Let alone y'all gave him the name when he was a child in the 1550s. You dig what I'm talking about? So I always wondered about that, man. Was it you dig what I'm saying? Was it a high functioning mega society already over here in America? Yes. And then come to find out they're mistaking it with places like Egypt, Rome, Greece, Phoenicia, Sumer, even China. You did what I'm talking about. In Japan, you did what I'm talking about. They confusing stuff that they're seeing in America older, right? But they see it in other places. They don't understand how it's here older, because while everybody else was getting bombed out in the world through a cataclysm, you dig what I'm saying? America was easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. You dig what I'm talking about? But hold on, let me show y'all this. Cosmon don't make nothing up. I don't make nothing up. Hold on, if I can't show it to you, I don't say it. Let me share this screen with y'all real quick. Hold on, wait. Before I do that, let's turn this down real quick. Turn this down real quick. Watch this. Pneumatic trains in the 1870s. If you think these dusty niggas, fresh out of a war they could hardly even pay for and fight, came over here 5 years later, built a underground pneumatic train system, you crazy. You dig what I'm talking about? You crazy. Let's just cook a little bit. Watch this. Let me make sure everybody can see this. Can y'all see this? No. I'm glad I looked. Watch this. Watch this. And it's way older than that. It's way older. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't know, just like it's a time for light, it's a time for dark too. So I think after these so-called resets or calamities, you dig what I'm saying? This is what you get. We a buried civilization. Right up under our feet is a whole nother civilization. Right? Right up under our feet. Let's check this out. New York, shout out to the Curious World, New York City's first subway system. Watch this. I don't be capping.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Beech Pneumatic Transit. Alfred Eli Beech was an inventor and co-owner of the magazine Scientific American. And he was a very curious and intelligent man. For example, in 1856, he invented a typewriter that actually created raised text that would help the blind be able to read. It was never produced commercially, but he secured a patent and it won him praise from his peers. So this was someone who had a lot of ideas and who wanted to make the world a better place. Beech lived in New York City, and day in and day out, he saw a growing problem: traffic congestion in Manhattan. And he figured he could do something about it. So he looked to existing pneumatic technology, pneumatic meaning using wind or air or operated by air pressure. Use of that technology dates back to ancient Greece, but in the 17th century and onwards, it was used in various experiments in various industries. You probably know it best as those bank tubes, like when you go through the bank drive-through, you put the stuff in, it goes, that's pneumatic technology. Seeing this technology work in various ways inspired Beach on his quest to solve Manhattan traffic congestion. If pneumatic technology could be used in London, for example, to propel mail throughout the city underground, which was happening at that time, why not use it to propel people? So he got to work coming up with the design, and he put a working version of it on display in 1867 at the American Institute.
Hold on. Cap, watch this. How you got a pneumatic system in the 1860s, because you said it predate the one over here, and you don't have a sewage system. Watch this. They shut down the city. Watch this. You lying. Fecal. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on, no, because they're going to say, you can't go there. Well, I'm going to definitely go. Hold on 1 second. Let me show y'all this. Watch this. This is from NPR News, right? From 2015. Dirty Old London, a history of the Victorians' infamous filth. I want to just drop down and show y'all this part. In the 19th century or the 1800s, London was the largest capital of the world. It was infamously filthy. It had choking city fogs. The Thames River was thick with what? Human sewage. Now, you telling me you got the technology to move all this stuff. You did what I'm talking about. You're moving it underground and all that. But you can't clean your streets? I call cap. And look, according to Lee Jackson, the author of Dirty Old London, the Victorian fight against filth, mud, was actually a euphemism. It was essentially composed of horse dung. He tells the Fresh Air Sam Brigger, there were tens of thousands of working horses in London with inevitable consequences for the streets, and the Victorians never really found an effective way of removing that. What do you mean? What do you mean? You had pneumatic capabilities purportedly. Why wouldn't you put them in your streets? But you're going to spend billions of dollars in that time to move mail. But you can't. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. 30 years later, you still haven't figured out from when you saying in the 1860, because this 1894, right? In the 1860s, you trying to tell me you did all this miraculous stuff that they still don't have the pneumatic one in New York is still really the only one I still think still working. I'm not. We'll go and see. Look what they're saying. It was an immense and impossible challenge. What do you mean? Huh? What do you mean? 30 years after you got all the technology in the world that you claim, right? You would need, that anybody knows that you would need to move that type of filth, right? It's called a sewer. right? It's called the sewer system. We got them in America. Been had them, right? We didn't have them in America since before the Roman times. Since the time of the Olmecs, we've had working underground sewer systems that still work today. So you're going to tell me these people, supposedly these smartest people in the world, I guess, can't figure out how to get rid of their own feces, let alone cow feces and horse feces? Yeah, I call cap. You ain't had none of this, and every bit of it come from America. This is why you couldn't tame it, right? This is why you couldn't make it work for you. I'm calling cap.
Fair at the 14th Street Armory, which no longer exists, but this is what that spot looks like today. This is where Beach's proof of concept was first put on display in 1867. It was a suspended 100-foot wooden tube with a 10-passenger car on wheels that was driven back and forth by a 100-horsepower fan. It was the talk of the town, with some 75,000 people riding it during its exhibition at the fair. Encouraged by its popularity and having this incredible proof of concept, Beach got to work trying to secure the rights to build what he wanted to build underneath the streets of New York. However, there was a problem. Enter Boss Tweed, notoriously corrupt criminal political boss of New York City, already skimming cuts off sales of existing above-ground transportation in the city. Tweed did not want to grant Beach permission to build his subway system under the ground. Actually, Boss Tweed had his own ideas for an elevated train system in Manhattan, and so there would be a conflict of interest or a conflict of profits. So Beach had to change his approach a little bit. Beach proposed an underground pneumatic mail distribution system, a totally innocuous proposal, and he was granted permission. So it was under the guise of this mail distribution system that Beach and his workers actually began building what they wanted to build, which was a subway system for people. It was completed in 58 days. It was about 20 feet below street level. It was an 8-foot wide, 300-foot long.
They're lying. Nigga, you did this in 58 days? You lying. And look how deep it is under the ground. And then while you build it, you spent an enormous amount of money to just build it for a couple feet. No, you found it that way. And this is the lie that they're building up to hide the great technological society that was already in here in America. But what they don't understand is that it was already buried in 1492 when they got here. That's what they not getting. That's what they not getting. So when they came here in 1492, they fresh off. You dig what I'm talking about? I would say from 100 to 120, 130 down to 50 years, 42 years, 42 to Montezuma said 130 after the calamity. He met them in 1520. That'd been 1390 that it was getting bombed. Still right on point for what I'm saying. What I'm saying, yeah, the calamity happened. It happened over a 400-year period, y'all. That's what y'all got to get from roughly 1050 to 1450. This is why these people is running over here, right? They running over here, right? You have some of the worst crops and everything, and then they go into an ice age. They go into an ice age, bro, in 1450. I can't make it up. But I'm calling cap that y'all spent all this money, did all this work in 1870 to drop this bitch 20, 30, 40 feet under the under the pavement. Do it in 58 days, and then watch what they turn around and do with it. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. Watch this.
to build, which was a subway system for
Hold
this
on.
mail distribution system that Beach and his workers
Now, hold on.
actually began.
Hold on. Did you see her do that? The air quotes. She knows she capping. Watch this.
A conflict of profits. So Beach had to change his approach a little bit. Beach proposed an underground pneumatic mail distribution system, a totally innocuous proposal, and he was granted permission. So it was under the guise of this mail distribution system that Beach and his workers actually began building what they wanted to build, which was a subway system.
Bullshit. So you lied. You did what I'm talking about as a lie. So you lied, built something way grander and more decked out than what you needed. You did what I'm talking about just to move this thing, this, I guess the mail just a couple feet. You could have walked it around the corner. You dig what I'm talking about? But then it's a train down there. But you build a train track. But you're lying. Nobody came and checked to see what you were doing. Okay. All right. So y'all lied purposely. Nobody checked. You built a whole train. All right. And put a train underground. That's what you did in 1870. The white people that came from Europe. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No way, bro. No way. Them niggas was peasants and bums. They couldn't even read. And you think what I'm talking about? Listen, man, they didn't brush their teeth. No way you did all this. This is why you got, mind you, this is 1870. Camera's been out 50 plus years. You did all this and nobody took a picture. That's why it's drawing, man. They making this up. This is contemporary conceptualism is what this is. They just making it up. The same nigga turned around and wrote your them slaves on that slave boat picture. Yeah, that didn't happen neither. What they're doing is they're trying to hide the greatness of America. They're trying to hide your greatness. This is why they telling you African and you not Indian. You not an American. This is why they're not trying to tell you American. Because it leads to the fact that you already had train systems that had been buried and unused in the 1800s. So when did you build them? This is why he had to call you Kunta Kinte and tell you, look over there. Look over the Africa. Right? But they even duped you in because Kunta Kinte is a Choctaw name. Uh-oh. Let's go. They lied about everything.
4 people. It was completed in 58 days. It was about 20 feet below street level. It was an 8-foot wide, 300-foot long tunnel that ran from Warren Street east onto Broadway and down to Murray Street. Again, this was
Why would you do that? That's just what was left of the tunnel. Telling y'all, pay attention.
Another proof of concept, just a 1-block test. Beach did everything he could to make this an incredible experience for visitors. The waiting room or station was...
So when the people seen that he was bullshit and that he had a train, they just went with it. Well, you promised us a mail system, but you gave us a train that only goes around the corner. Oh, it's okay. You just blew billions of dollars. Hardy har. This was already built. They just cleaned it up. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Located in the second.
And look at all these people. None of them black in New York. Unlikely. Many of these people didn't even get here to 1892, Ellis Island, Angel Island. They'll never tell you about that. That's where they kept all the ones that was diseased, right? On Angel Island. They had to decontaminate before they let them into Pennsylvania or into New York. Oh yeah, they didn't tell you about that, did they? Look it up.
Basement level of a store called Devlin's, which no longer exists. But there was a grand piano, a fountain, paintings. There was white brick everywhere. It opened to the...
He did that in 58 days? You're lying. You did that in 58 days? You're lying. They couldn't do that in 58 days today with the technology we got 20 feet under the ground. Huh? Y'all laid all this brickwork. 58 days. No way, boy. No way, boy. And then watch what they do with it. Watch.
Public in February of 1870, and it was a huge success. Some 400,000 people wrote it during its first year at 25 cents a piece.
25 cents is $5.
Taking that huge success, Beach then submitted proposals to expand his coverage across Manhattan. But Boss Tweed, who was now enraged at having been deceived so, always refused, as did the other politicians who were in Tweed's pocket. It took a couple more years for Boss Tweed to finally lose his political foothold in New York. And it was after that that Beach finally received permission to build what he wanted to build, this incredible subway system under New York using pneumatic technology. But it was not to be. In 1873, a major stock market crash happened and funding was lost, and Beach's hopes and dreams for this incredible subway system were dashed, this time forever. In 1899, contractors clearing out debris after a fire happened upon that tunnel, and they took photos so we can...
Even with a fire, right? Ain't no way that brick is that weathered. Ain't no way this stuff is ancient old. Huh? Ain't no way. What they end up doing is finding the rest of the railroad system. This was just a collapse piece. They didn't really make none of that stuff there. They repurposed it, repiped it, and ran it off electricity, not off air. See, they gotta be tight. This is why there's the holes are tight next to the thing, because it pushes it. You dig what I'm talking about? Or pushes or pulls, just depending on which way you're going. You dig what I'm talking about? Just like a bank tube at a bank. You dig what I'm saying? It moves the same way. Your people were that intelligent. Huh? Mound builder science, huh? Ahu science. They don't want to give it to you. But you created everything.
See what that looked like. Our present-day subway opened in 1904, and in 1912, when workers were constructing the BMT line, they happened upon the abandoned tunnel. And nobody knows what happened after that. It almost certainly got destroyed during continued construction, but that was the last time it was ever seen. And that is the story of Beach Pneumatic Transit, the subway system that could have been.
Watch
and
this,
maybe
hold on.
should have been. I'm not saying that the technology is better per se, but can you imagine having fancy, beautiful, clean subway system? It almost certainly got destroyed during were consumed upon that tunnel. Things for this incredible subway system were dashed, this time forever. In 1899, contractors clearing out debris after a fire happened upon that tunnel, and they took photos so we can see what that looked like. Our present-day subway opened in 1904, and in 1912, when workers were constructing the BMT line, they happened upon the abandoned tunnel. And nobody knows what happened after that. It almost certainly got destroyed during continued construction, but that was the last time it was ever seen. And that is the story of beach pneumatic transit, the subway system that could have been and maybe should have been. I'm not saying that the technology is better per se, but can you imagine having fancy, beautiful, clean subway stations, white brick, rather than what we have now? If you want to read more about this story, I'm including a link to my website below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already.
See? See? Greatness of America, they hiding it. They hiding it. You dig what I'm talking about? Oh, y'all built this in 1870. By 1873, the hopes to build the more, and first of all, they're getting $5 a pluck to ride this thing. 400,000 people rode it the first year. You made $2 million. Nobody is turning away that kind of bread. Not no greedy politician. That's no, wait a minute. That's 20 billion. 20 million, excuse me, not billion, million. $20 million. A quarter equates to $5 back at that time. Them boys was making money. No type of greedy politician is turning that type of bread away. So why wouldn't he? The dude that found something. How can you dig what I'm talking about? It ran for all them years. Nobody really heard about it running. 1973, it get burned. But by 1899, it's just totally, messed over and all that stuff. But somehow, 4 years later, all the rest of the modern stuff that we got today is there. No, that's just when they found it, right? And then they found the rest of this little, they found dog stuff that they had forgot was there, I guess. You got to make the story make sense, and it ain't making no sense. You dig what I'm saying? It just ain't making no sense. What really makes sense is that you didn't build it. You found it. And remember, this is the same time the world fairs and all this stuff is going on. They say they built up whole massive cities of brick in 6 months, and then they tore them down. Yeah, right. So, you know what I mean? It's definitely a hidden history out here that we definitely can look into, man. I think I'm about to start getting into, some of the indigenous tribes of Michigan. You dig what I'm talking about? What was going on? Because a lot of people don't think that it was niggas in Michigan before white folks got here. During white folks, European. I ain't gonna say white folks, but Europeans, because it was black ones too, and they don't believe that the Indians, many of them was Negroidal. You dig what I'm talking about? The ones that you will find today in Michigan, the Ojibways, Potawatomis, like Miamis, Ojibways. You dig what I'm talking about? Those are Iroquois people who came and replaced the Hurons. You dig what I'm talking about? They got, remember the Beaver Wars? Well, when they got guns from the French, well, actually, they didn't even get them from the French. They went behind the French back and got them from the Dutch. But they turned their guns on the Hurons and literally ran them out of Michigan. The Iroquois, they some cold dudes. And they wiped them out, and then Iroquois people replaced them. You dig what I'm talking about? Iroquoian people replaced them, or Algonquin, half Iroquoian people replaced them. You dig what I'm talking about? Iroquoian speaking people, Iroquoian people who may have had a Algic tongue. You dig what I'm talking about? It happens both ways. It just depends on where you was raised up at. But you know, think about just getting into some of that stuff because we got a major a city up under the city of Detroit. They call it a salt mine, right? They say it's a salt mine. How? We don't know. There ain't no salt water in the Great Lakes. You dig what I'm talking about? None. So how did you get a cavern full of salt, and why is it bigger than the whole city? You dig what I'm saying? You know, they find ain't no telling what was down there. You dig what I'm talking about? But there's definitely a city under the city. You dig what I'm talking about? They call them salt mines, but ain't nobody been down there to see. You dig what I'm talking about? And from the time that they've been doing stuff, ain't no telling what they done took up out of there. And I'm sure it's clear of any, antiquity that would have probably been left by the ancients. You dig what I'm talking about? Mound builders, Ahuans, Anguis, even Gons, your modern man. You dig what I'm saying? Would have been there. You dig what I'm talking about? Over the thousands of years that I think is old. You know what I mean? I think it would have been during the time or produced or right before or after or during the time of Younger Dryas. And that's what it would have been created for, to keep the people safe. You know what I mean? Because it's a city. It's a city. Detroit holds millions of people. You dig what I'm talking about? So it's a city under a massive city, and it's bigger. Crazy. You dig what I'm talking about? But y'all thumb up the video, share the live, man. We just gonna keep cooking, man. You dig what I'm saying? We get right back to it. You dig what I'm saying? Let's go.
Shout out to Cosmon Cal. Cosmon Cal, boy, I'm going to tell you something. He is a problem. He is a problem when it comes to these Hebrew Israelites. Y'all better stop playing. He is a problem. Cosmon Cal is a problem. Creator gang.
Creator gang coming. Creator gang coming. Turning up the light and watch some boys start running. Let me tell you something. We ain't out here doing nothing. I can tell you scared, boy. Niggas stop fronting. It was all in the plan.
Creator gang is crazy. Boy, y'all better pay attention.
We fight as a single, impenetrable unit. That is the source of our strength.
Yeah, we keep cooking. You dig what I'm saying? Let's do some of this late night swooping. You dig what I'm talking about? Let's go through, see what's on the net. We chat it up, see what's going on. See what's on my dog. This is my dog right here, Smoke Channel. Let's see what's going on Smoke.
In the Pan-African community or the Aboriginal community, what information have you ever brought?
I'm not a Pan-African, and I've been debunking y'all information since I've been around.
No, okay, no.
So,
what information have you brought? Not debunking. Not debunking. I mean, any information.
Y'all don't use no more. I helped y'all boys out. I done got y'all boys right. So
you ain't get nobody right, man.
What have you done, Mr. Black Lotus channel deleted? We ain't got no evidence of what you got going on. You just be popping your shit, cuz. So again, don't be doing all that shit, and then when the nigga laugh at you,
my blog talk shit is still up.
You get
my
mad
blog
at
talk
me.
shit is still up, weirdo.
Just commentating on what you do every day, nigga. Don't be mad at me.
You don't know what the hell I do every day.
You trying to shoot a message because every time you get on the mic,
you're not a messenger. Lucky, I'm talking about you irrelevant as fuck, bro. Irrelevant.
Because you obviously trying to argue with
me. Irrelevant. Sean P, you, Chris, MVP, all y'all irrelevant as hell, man.
When I first got on this microphone, nigga, you kept addressing what I got going on. You talk to
hell
me,
yeah, you said that goofy ass shit in that whack ass song. You better make a better song talking about that Pressure John shit.
But I didn't address
sorry ass song talking about Pressure John.
You in the song. How you heard my song? If you ain't checking for me, goof ass nigga. That's what I be saying about these dumb ass niggas.
Because
These
Bat
big
played
fans.
it. Played
You're a
that
big
whack
fan.
ass shit.
You're a big fan. Young man, you're a big fan. But again,
Whatever.
bro.
Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? They ain't talking about nothing right now. They be going back and forth sometimes. You dig what I'm saying? They ain't really on nothing. Like, you dig what I'm saying? But it'll probably get better a little. Donald Trump orders military to stop recruiting black people. What? Okay, that's a double-sided. You dig what I'm saying? That's good. You dig what I'm saying? But because we shouldn't be over there fighting nobody war, but why? Why is he doing that? Let's take a look at it. Now, I'm sure this is left-leaning Democratic shield. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm on, all inclusive. Everybody get a participation trophy ass shit. But at the same time, you dig what I'm talking about? You got to listen to the yays and the nays. Let's check it out.
Subscribers, bananas. Seriously, I'm so lucky. I am not worthy of this platform. You have saw fit to subscribe and be interested in the way I talk about the news and my trying to motivate people to do the right thing and to get involved in politics. And I am beyond humbled. I thank you very much. Anyway, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. On February 6th, let's talk about this. On February 6th, I did a video. The title of which, if you want to go look for it, is Racist Trump Threatening Criminal Charges for Companies That Hire Black People. And in the thumbnail, because it's YouTube and you got to give a little bit of mild clickbait, even though I stand by both the thumbnail and the title in this case, Trump bringing back segregation. And here's the description of the video. Jesse talks about Trump's dispatching of his Attorney General, Pat Bondi, to threaten criminal prosecutions of private companies who have DEIA policies to enable the hiring of Black, LGBTQ, etc. employees. So Donald Trump is threatening criminal action against private companies who have...
Yeah, because whatever Black is should never be tied into what LGBTQ is. And this is the usurpation of your civil rights. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you got a civil rights check? When was the last time you got a job in the government because of civil rights? Your gay and white women, so-called minorities, have usurped the civil rights of the Aboriginal American. It's only for us. It's not for nobody else. But for a trick of words, instead of saying Indian or Aboriginal, you dig what I'm saying? They put down a word that allows anybody to tether themselves on. They use minority. And guess what that applies to, right? Foreigners. Be careful, right? They tell you one side, they'll never tell you the other side, right? And this stuff works against my people. DEI works against it, right? It gives people opportunities that shouldn't get them for reasons they shouldn't have them, right? No reason for gay people to get civil rights, not extra than the ones you already had. Huh? You double dipping now? I can just I identify as a television. You must respect me, even though I wrestle with a naked midget and a goat in a barrel of applesauce. I am a woman. Where's a woman? I don't know. What?
hiring policies that are their business, right? A lot of people push back. Oh, that's total clickbait. That's not, they're not bringing back segregation. They're not trying to not hire black people. This is just your liberal fever dream. There was all kinds.
Okay, if we did already have what is that called? Where they make sure you get a certain amount. You dig what I'm talking about? We already, it's a make sure that you dig what I'm saying. They can't just blackball people. What is that called? It's like fair rights, and you dig what I'm saying? If we already had that, why do you need DEI? You see what I'm saying? It's a double down that's paying billions to people who not supposed to get it. White women aren't supposed to get it. Gays aren't supposed to get it. Foreigners aren't supposed to get it. You dig what I'm saying? So salute to Trump, man. He's a different type of guy. I can honestly say he's not a politician. Whatever he's doing, and he not sitting up here saying, I'm doing this for black people. No, he said, I'm doing this for American. But what's good for all is good for black folks. And I'm good. I'm good with that. What's good for all Americans is good for the American. Right? There's only one. And he's misnomered as the Negro in America. Let's keep cooking.
Of hateful, idiot comments of people who aren't clearly watching the landscape of what's taking place in the country, or are partisan hacks who are trying to cover for Donald Trump and their racism. Enter military.com. This isn't the New Republic. This isn't the Intercept. This isn't Mother Jones. This isn't a left-leaning journalistic outlet. Excuse me. This is military.com. An outlet that
affirmative action. Salute to Jasmine Fly. That's what it was slipping my mind. But if you already had affirmative action, what do you need DEI for? Who else is doubling down? This is why I tell him, Elon, get him, Elon. You dig what I'm talking about? Yeah. My people need this money. You dig what I'm talking about? And until you close the wealth gap, nigga, we on y'all head. I'm telling y'all, all good things coming from faith is in this world. Huh? You got one on the trail right here watching them sniff out corruption. And we hearing it from the opposition, right? Remember, he is the opposition. He going to try to tell you Trump racist, all this stuff. But look what it's doing. And look who it's affecting. It ain't affecting you.
that covers stories and has an understanding of what goes on in the military, has access to people. And there's a quote in here. In fact, I'll just read this quote.
Let me double down on what Trump is saying. Mamas, don't send your babies to war for this country. Not one of them. I don't care who send them. Don't you send yours. If you didn't send them and then came back, you dig what I'm talking about? Thank the Creator and go on get yourself together and you dig what I'm talking about? Time is not to be fighting for this thing. No, this system has to go down. Right? It worked too well. As a matter of fact, the only thing really wrong with the system is the people who run it. You had good people at the top of a good system. Guess what? It works well. Owaspy says a good government is like a father to the people, but our government has set itself up as a corporation, an entity, a person against the American people. Huh? What are they talking about? Right? I'm doubling down on this. Don't you send one little brown baby over there. Not nam, nutter. Don't send no baby. I don't care what color they is. I don't care about none of that. Right? But I'm not blind to what's going on either. I'm not dumb either. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm going to speak the truth on whatever it is that I'm saying. But what is right is we are against war. Period. You sending little babies over there. You sending our babies over there to die. Why? Because you're greed. Huh? You don't even know that you are inspired by a false demonic God who hit you with the God spell, and your symptom is called patriotism. For under the guise of patriotism, you murder children and think you're going to sleep good at night. That's why you're getting haunted. That's why you got PTSD. That's why people think you crazy. Huh? Shouldn't have did that shit. Reaping and sowing, it all come back on you. Ask them people, do them people that they kill come back and haunt them? See what they say to you. I ain't making up none of this.
Fucking racist, one active duty Army general told military.com on the condition of anonymity to avoid retaliation. To avoid retaliation, this active duty general had to remain anonymous. Here's the headline. Military drops recruiting efforts at prestigious Black Engineering Awards event. Now, let's take a step back before I read from this. The narrative by Republicans, the narrative by Donald Trump and other racists, yes, other, including him, others who are racist, is that
they also don't tell you the majority of our army is melanated. Right? Upwards of like 60 to 65% melanated. You dig what I'm talking about? Don't let them spook you. Right? And don't let them spook you, y'all.
DEI just wants to hire any Black body, whoever. Just, get them in there. They're Black. That's good enough. They act as though qualification has nothing to do with it. That it's just the color of your skin, and that actual qualified white people get boxed out of jobs so that an unqualified Black person or gay person or trans person or woman or name.
Now we see what it's about. Now we see what it's about. Huh? Trump exposing the real racists. This is about white men. This ain't got nothing to do with you, sister. Huh? This ain't got nothing to do with you, brother. White boys is mad. Why? Trump is cutting the bull. He's cutting all the bull jag out. All the fluff. Yeah. Yeah. All the ways to get over with the pale white. I'm white and I'm right. And that's what it is. That's not flying no more. Huh? Salute Big Trumpy. You dig what I'm talking about? Salute Big Trump. You dig what I'm saying? Now we see what the real problem. Oh, this is why it's racist. It's racist against white men. Oh my God.
In your hated group by Republicans, so they can get the job. That's what they would have you believe, right? So why, in this case, would they pull out of a prestigious Black engineering event that I think they said was like ripe with talent? It's the most dense talent venue or something like that is how they describe it. You're turning down the possibility of hiring wildly talented, wildly intelligent, wildly skilled candidates for jobs within the military.
Why is he saying that? First of all, he's lying. DEA doesn't ensure that you're going to get that job. Gays are getting those jobs. White women are getting those jobs. Let's get that understood. You dig what I'm saying? Any business owner hires the most qualified person, irregardless of skin color. We not scared to compete in America. Huh? We ain't never wanted a handout, no way. Huh? You told us pull ourselves up by our bootstraps when we didn't have no boots. Not only did we pull up the boots, we pulled up in a Bentley. Huh? Now what? Now the game is changing. Huh? Now the game is changing. Let's keep cooking.
Only because they're black. It's the reverse of what they claim because they're liars. They're racist, white supremacists. They've allowed the white Christian nationalist agenda to take hold. And now they have Pete Hegseth, a white supremacist, as the Secretary of Defense to put this into action. And as I talked about in a previous video, the makeup of the military is just about 50-50 white and then minority groups, Latino, Asian, Black. Roughly 50-50. It was 49.6%.
It's not. It's roughly 60% melanated. They'll finagle, you're a liar. They'll finagle these numbers all however they want to. I'm telling you, don't send your baby no way.
Percent Black and Latino, Black and brown folks, right? Here's the article.
Once you try a comfort hoodie, you can't go back to regular hoodies. They're slightly weighted, super oversized.
The Army and other service branches are abandoning recruiting efforts at a prestigious Black engineering event this week, turning down access to a key pool of highly qualified potential applicants.
Listen, this is DEI. They're crying because they cut the program. Right? It does not mean they're going to stop going to where the best of the best are in recruiting. They're still there. They never left. Huh? Now it's just under regular old affirmative action that they're going to go get the best of the best like they've been getting. Huh? But now it don't take an extra $4 billion of U.S. taxpayer dollars to do it, to double down. Huh? It's about perspective, right? When you ain't on nobody's side, you can call the BS out on both sides. Y'all both liars. Because you ain't telling that they're pulling funding from DEI, but that they're still there recruiting. They're not recruiting all recruiting efforts. They're not abandoning every one of them, just the DEI ones. You're a liar. You don't tell all the story neither.
Applicants amid President Donald Trump's purge of diversity initiatives in the military. Until this week, Army Recruiting Command had a long-standing public partnership with the Black Engineer of the Year Awards, or BEYA, an annual conference that draws students, academics, and professionals in science, technology, engineering, and math, also known as STEM. The event, which takes place in Baltimore, oh no, that's a historically very Black city. I see why they wouldn't want to go. Very scary for white Republicans.
Trick no good, nigga.
Yeah. The event, which takes place in Baltimore, has historically been
trick no good. You wasn't there. You ain't in BMO. You ain't out there helping them kids. You dig what I'm talking about? Stop it. You dig what I'm talking about? You lost the race. Get over it. You did a terrible job. You put a terrible woman up there acting like she was a fake black woman. You did what I'm talking about. Every time she talking to some white people, she talk like white. And when she get around some black, girl, I was cooking collard greens in my bathtub. Girl, you gotta put some collard greens in there. What? You got Megan Thee Stallion dropping it. Nigga, you lost. Get over it. Right? And this guy is doing what America needs. Regardless to if the left. Now let's just get this. Y'all niggas been voting Democratic since 1972 when Jesse and them he marched niggas in there and they took over the Democratic Party. Since 1972. You ain't got shit to show for it. Nothing. It might even be worse. Right? Because at least we had more black families together. You dig what I'm talking about? At that time. Right? Well, it's okay. Right? Because things is changing. Things done changed for gangsters. You dig what I'm saying? It's not the same no more. We ain't going for the banana in the tailpipe, the whoop-de-wop. No. We doing our genealogy. We learning who we are. You dig what I'm saying? Creator say, all things shall be brought to light, and those things that are in the light and are true will be made everlasting. But those things in the dark gonna be brought to the light. Huh? What'd you say, Jazz? Hold on, what'd Jazz say? The DEI blackout is playing for nigga. DEI blackout. No. For what? Trick no good, man. That's not our issue. DEI ain't got nothing to do with nigga folks in America. That got something to do with whites and gays. That's why they was mad that white men was gonna get somehow they thought that it was niggas was just gonna fall for this. No, we minded our business. You didn't ask us to set up DEI. So why would we cry when they closed it? Huh? And you already didn't save $6 billion. Huh? You could split that up. Right? Get that to the American people. You dig what I'm talking about? Especially my people. You owe me. I ain't begging you for nothing, nigga. You owe it. I'ma take it. You dig what I'm talking about? You can't stop it neither. It's the beauty of America. Right? Especially when you're dealing with people who not scared. Love, life, balance, family. I see you. I see you. You know what I'm talking about? But so don't let them talk to you. It's best. Creator says to be more in the middle ground. Don't be hot. Don't be cold. Don't be black. Don't be white. Because when we look around in real life, there's more grays than there is blacks or whites. Huh? And when you standing on the fence, right, you can make better decisions about which side you want to jump off of, or if you want to jump off of it at all. Huh? I know that sounds funny because the God of the biblical Bible had told you to be hot or be cold. He said the lukewarm man I despise. Jaja say being lukewarm is being more like me, right? Being patient and letting a thing prove itself to you meritoriously so you can make the best decision possible for you. Ain't that a God? Who else make decisions for you in your life? All right, then. As I like my splipper team, put some flame to the ass into that thing that killed John Wayne. You dig what I'm saying? Off these runts number 6, real quick, y'all. You dig what I'm talking about? I still got my cushion coffee going. You dig what I'm saying? But they be lying, yo. Straight line.
And a key venue for the Pentagon to recruit talent, including awarding reserve officers training corps scholarships and pitching military service to rising engineers. Past BEA events have included the Army Chief of Staff and the Defense Secretary. Quote, "This is one of the most talent-dense events we do," one Army recruiter told military.com, on the condition that their name not be used. "Our footprint there has always been significant. We need that talent," says a subject matter expert, a military recruiter. We need that talent, whether they be.
Well, if you need it, guess what the U.S. Army going to do? They're going to go get it. Notice DEI doesn't stop that. You were paying for something that you were already doing. You see? It's the double talk that I can't stand.
Be black or white. These are talented, qualified, skilled individuals. The services cited concerns that participation in the predominantly black event could run afoul of Trump's order and the Pentagon's intensifying push to erase diversity efforts in the military, according to multiple sources familiar with the decision. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth on January 31 ordered that Black History Month, Women's History Month, and others were officially dead, quote unquote, and that the military would no longer mark them. Quote, "In compliance with the Department of Defense and Headquarters Department of the Army guidance, U.S. Army Recruiting Command will not participate in the upcoming BEA event," Madison Bonzo, a service spokesperson, said in a statement to military.com. Quote, "Service members and civilians are permitted to attend this event in an unofficial, personal capacity if they choose to do so." The Navy, Air Force, and Space Force also pulling out of the event. And then down here, additional recruiting events tied to specific racial or gender groups are also likely to be scrapped, two defense officials told military.com. That includes other conferences and career fairs with thousands of participants, thousands of qualified, highly skilled participants. So what's the reason? They're black. Are they qualified? Yes. Are they highly skilled? Yes. Are they sought after? Yes. Would they benefit?
Look, if they're sought after, right? They're so sought after, guess what? They're going to be found. How did they get the think about this? Ask the question. How did they, before DEI and the year it's been up, how did they get all the black people out of that same school? Huh? They never stopped getting the people, the best of the best, out of this BEA conference and all this stuff. They never stopped getting any of them. Never. Right? What's stopping them now? Nothing but white people crying. Notice, niggas ain't said a word. Niggas ain't said a word. Huh? Because we understand that if you qualify, you qualify. I'm going to get the job. I'm not worried about competing. You know what our mama taught us? Son, you got to be 10 times better. Not 3 times better than the next man. What mama taught us? Be 10 times better. If your mama taught you before you came out the house, baby, go be 10 times better than your competition. You can't give them no excuse as into why not to pick you. If your mama taught you that, like my mama taught me, hit me with a 1 in the chat. All right? I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to tell you how I know, because your mama is my mama. I'm going to tell you how I know, your grandmama is my grandma. I'm going to tell you how I know, your great-grandmama is my great-grandma. That's how I know. That's how I know. This is how I know what y'all did every Saturday. Every Saturday morning, especially if you grew up in the deep South or in the up in the north, Chicago, Detroit, New York. If you grew up in them areas, nigga cities, I know what you did every Saturday morning. You dig what I'm talking about? Or at least 2 Saturday mornings out the month. I guarantee I know what you did. I know exactly what happened in your house. You ain't got to tell me. You dig what I'm talking about? See? I can listen. I can look at Daughter of the Great Spirit. I can tell you what happened in your house on Saturday mornings. As a child. There we go. Hold on. I'm gonna paint the whole picture for you, though, Aquarius. First thing you heard was that music. First thing you heard was that drifting on a memory. Hey, ain't no place I'd rather be than with you. She go, boy, get your ass up here. She come over here, opening up the windows, pulling the blinds back, and making you wash walls, and you dig what I'm talking about? Cleaning windows, every window in the house open, bleach on everything. You dig what I'm talking about? And then you sit down, right, with a big old bowl of cereal, and then you get to watch cartoons. I'm telling you, every Saturday, I know what you did. Huh? That's real indigenous culture. That's right here in America. This is what we do. They try to say we ain't got no culture. How I know? How I know? You dig what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. They double talk so much. You dig what I'm talking about? It's only so much of this I can even take. They double talk so much. You dig what I'm saying? That you got to kind of be on your toes as to what's even really going on, or they'll slide something. They'll slide something right past
you. Have no evidence.
They'll slide something right past you. Let's see what they talking about. See if they didn't got back on the. You dig what I'm talking about, on the something. You dig what I'm saying? Let's chop it up for a minute, man. We just late night flying by, swooping, seeing what's going on.
From instead of Googling and shit like that. Now, you know, that shit is cool, but
you gotta, I mean, and
you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, this shit gotta go to the root.
Right.
It gotta be.
That's
why I stick with.
But listen, your cheat code is gonna be going to the older paradigm of thinking. You can't say like Christianity. You can't use that as a marker because Christianity came from some other shit. You gotta go back. You can't just start at, you know, in the present and then call that, you know, figuring shit out. That's what a lot of those Pan-African niggas do.
That's what I'm saying. Man, more power to the king said that just now. That's real.
That's why I stick with a lot of architecture, because architecture don't lie. So the motherfucker be talking about this and that and the third, and now I go, man, if you don't quit fucking cutting me off, dogs.
Nigga, listen.
God damn, man, it's for the 17th time.
Well, I'm from a nigga. You had to got there, raise your hand to talk.
Man, dude, get your ass out here and fucking cut me off.
Nigga, cut you off.
Cut me off 10 minutes ago. And then you said you're sorry after you cut me off.
Nah, big bro.
You don't have standards.
Hey,
Wait, nah.
yeah, like architecture, like I said. So if you go downtown,
Bro, you crying by getting cut off.
goddamn.
Get off that shit.
It's about information, my nigga. So keep spitting.
So architecture. So when you look at the architecture, like you go to some of these downtowns, you're like, man, that building look like a Romanesque building or what you would call a Greco-Roman building and shit. You're like, that looks out of place. But then that's where you like, fuck what the book's talking about. You looking at the architecture with your own eyes. So then it's gonna start talking to you. You're like, well, these bitches was lying. You start putting two and two together. Now, which one is the oldest? Where do I see more of this architecture at? Why is it a fucking griffin on this building? And then you might see some information where they're talking about, oh, that shit was fake. But you see Tartarian, they got griffin flags everywhere, but you can go in buildings in America and see griffins on a fucking building. So then you have to start asking, you say, what the fuck is really going on?
That's why you got to be able to critically think. It's like a puzzle piece with scattered puzzle pieces everywhere. You got to be able to critically think. You can't just read books and just know words and all this other information. You know,
it's right in your face.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to actually be able to critically think because it's a lot of shit that has been rearranged. When we talking about resets, that's not just, you know, a motherfucking, you know, just history being told.
We going through it right now.
Exactly.
Nah, not to cut you off. Nah, that you're dead ass right where I was at. You know, like they try to put us in a simple you know, destination and shit. Like this shit just nigga, this shit goes and goes and they keep on going. But where we gonna stop is my question. Where we gonna, you know, we feel like we, you know, hard body on this motherfucking rock, hard body, you know, Maserati, like, you know, old cut said, but yeah, nigga, we on this motherfucking, we need to know what the fuck going on, but I'm still young, nigga. I shit, let it speak.
Yeah, because if you use their logic, even with population, and you could catch them in a lie right there, because then if you start looking at what was the population in the 1500s, what was the population in 1413, you'll see it dwindling, steady going down. Then you have to ask yourself, well, goddamn it, when did it go to zero then?
Ain't no overpopulation, nigga. It's too much land.
No, I'm talking about how they put history. They was like, well, it was only 3 million people. Then it came 5 million, then 10, then 20.
That goes back to the part when they tell us what the fuck to think.
Yes, exactly. You know they lie.
You ain't gonna tell me how to fucking think, nigga. I know how to think, nigga. I got common sense, nigga. I done grew up in motherfucking 6 homes full of goddamn children and cousins and goddamn brothers and sisters, my nigga. Like, I know how this shit is, nigga. Ain't shit overpopulated, nigga. They overpopulating the land. They buying all the land and shit. I don't know if that's the subject, but yeah.
Another key component to understanding shit is knowing how the fuck the country was put together. If you don't have a basic understanding of how the infrastructure was laid out, I'm talking about Freemasons, all of that shit. If you don't understand,
I'm a Mason slayer. I try to talk about it. These motherfuckers.
Right. If you don't understand the influence that has on this country currently and in the past, then you're not going to be able to properly put together how this shit is played out.
If you don't know the past, you don't know your future.
Shout out to the Hebrew Israelites.
Shout out talking about we Babylon. He just get mad
in the beginning. A lot of niggas start from the beginning. It's a lot easier when you start.
Crazy part is they always bring up Masons. I always ask the questions: what did the Masons do? Why should we be in fear of them? And then, you know, I get a bunch of belief in subjectivity. You dig what I'm talking about? I'll be asking for, you know, like direct, like, why should I be scared of them? You dig what I'm talking about? You know, I done had, you know, people that was Masons and new people that was Masons, and you dig what I'm talking about? These wasn't no real dastardly guys. You dig what I'm saying? If they was doing something, they was definitely doing it behind the scenes. But that's any brotherhood. Are you positive that you dig what I'm saying? That this evil entity, right? I always, always ask that question because, I know a bunch of people with some good Masons in their family and they ain't doing no weird stuff. And maybe it's two different orders. They do say it's Masons and Freemasons, but then you got Prince Halls and Shriners, and you did what I'm talking about, York Rite, Scottish Rite. So you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they function in different ways. You did what I'm talking about. And I'm also absolutely sure people have conflated different things and now they just put it up under this term Mason. And as soon as you say it, it's just occultish, it's just freaky deaky. You did what I'm talking about. But I'm trying to figure out what they did, because when I be looking at it, even though I know they lying about history in many points, you did what I'm talking about. The Masons be holding the knowledge and keeping it going forward, and the powers that be seem to always want to crush them, right? Not the other way around. It seems like they've been demonized, and since we understand that they demonized us. You dig what I'm talking about? They made it evil to be black. You dig what I'm talking about? They made it evil to be an Indian. They had a whole campaign, kill the Indian, save the man. Huh? What is he talking about? So, man, it's just something, it's just something to think on, It's just something to think on. We gonna let it. We gonna let it cook up, because they demonized everything. They demonized us, but they lied. And then you get into the and you get to seeing everything that they told us was good was actually demonic, evil, and everything they told us was bad is actually the good stuff, right? So or that everything got a little slant or a little twist on it from how it's being, what it's portrayed as today to what it initially started as. So I say take it all with a grain of salt, man, what they saying about anything. And then remember the spiritual level of the people speaking, right? Many of these people just be talking. Big facts.
All right, OG, I'm gonna let you go into that. Can I say something, OG? Can I say something? We only prisoners as long as we choose to be prisoners, my nigga. You make your choice.
That's not what prison is.
That's exactly what prison is. You make your own choice.
You tell me the prison in America,
you make your own choice. You make your
nigga,
choice.
Nigga, if you got them chains around your foot, you ain't have no choice. What is you talking about?
The mind is the biggest piece of real estate.
Man, y'all niggas ain't never been no fucking slaves. We just got lazy.
All right, bro.
All we gotta do is tighten up, my nigga. They came in and they infiltrated us well with them. All we gotta do is tighten that up, my nigga, and then get back to
building.
building.
That bullshit, bro. So what did Trump say when he was talking about the immigrants in the 14th minute, whatever the fuck he said, bro?
Don't nobody give a fuck about what Trump say, because Trump ain't for nobody, nigga, but him.
You niggas be on Trump dick 1 minute, then the next minute you don't give a fuck about what he say.
Yeah, but you look at a goddamn racist though.
What did this nigga say?
Hey, my nigga, you talking to a new nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of the politics, my nigga.
What did you pipe down then, nigga? So what did this nigga say?
Make sure y'all sub, like, share, man. Make sure y'all sub to the channel, man. Share it out on your platforms. You dig what I'm talking about? Somebody got to hook me up a TikTok, because I never been on TikTok yet. So when somebody hook your Uncle Cosmon up a TikTok, link me in there and let's get it cracking. You dig what I'm talking about? Because I need to share some of this information over there too. That's where they say it's popping at TikTok or whatever the new one is. I don't be really dealing with none of them, but Facebook kind of slow, and it be seeming like TikTok be popping. So we gonna go over there. Or what's the other one that they using right now? They be streaming over there a lot though. What is it called? Anyways, it's one of them streaming services. You dig what I'm talking about? I don't know what they talking about, but let's get back into this real quick.
Utter confusion. Nobody knows anything. Everybody is content. We're all contentious. We're contentious towards each other because we're in a state of
man. Who the fuck back there killing frogs, bro? Who making that crazy?
What's that sound, bro?
No, that's my goddamn. That's my. I'm back on the back layer. Fucking balls keep in the. Hold on, give me a second.
The proof that niggas are enslaved right now is that none of us can agree on shit.
So hit that fucking line again.
Peace, y'all. Salute. People got to be realistic about it. Was there some black slaves? Yeah. Was there some black slave owners? Yeah. It wasn't that many black slaves as people think. And it wasn't the slavery shit they showed on TV. It was contract.
Exactly.
And
all right, so this is what I got to read.
Those people that was formerly under contract to work until they to work for a single person until they pass away.
So, nigga, you're currently under the same contract.
Hold up, bro. Do you disagree with what was just said by Hawkeye, bro?
Oh yeah, me and Hawkeye, we see through the same.
Yeah, definitely.
How was we under the same?
I think y'all got the slavery shit.
Nah, Chief I Am and me and Chief I Am, we be seeing the same, like, you know what I mean? I rocks with Chief I Am. He be building with it. He come with it. A lot of cats gonna disagree.
When y'all say slavery, is real, is you niggas talking about transatlantic? Y'all talking about
that's mythos.
Hey,
there's no way that you can transport a group of people across the Atlantic Ocean.
Hold on.
It doesn't even happen today.
Hold on, bro. Calm down. Slavery is a institution according to the American or the United States historical account, right? Also, according to that account, right, the main people who were considered slaves would be those who came through the Middle Passage, according to the account. I don't believe that bullshit. I don't believe that bullshit at all. Now, in my opinion, a slave is a Slav, which is an ethnic group. As far as slavery, I'm just saying that would mean, according to the account, a fucking occupation. Whether you was picking cotton, tobacco, any other type of agriculture, or whatever the fuck your job was, I'm just saying it was a fucking job.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
Like indentured servant. Indentured servant is one thing. So yeah,
but let's drop the term.
Oh no, I agree. If niggas know the land, it's easy for them.
But I'm saying, if somebody was under contract to work until death, that is called somebody they're enslaved to that person. Even if you want to throw away that
people didn't really work it to death though. The thing was, you got
Hold on, wait.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm the one who be saying that all the time. Like, niggas was not, bro, slavery is not what y'all automatically think it is. So you can't just write it off. Some niggas worked to the death. Some niggas got whipped. Some niggas bought their slavery. Some niggas got free immediately. Some niggas was owning each other. Like, bro, come on, bro. We got to be real about life. Or you niggas gonna be sounding crazy.
Right. Hold on,
and I agree with that.
Hold on.
Servitude and slavery.
Hold on. If you said motherfuckers was toiling on their particular occupations and they end up dying doing it, I can go with that. But as far as somebody actually being able to implement a system where motherfuckers is volunteering to work to death, I can't go for that.
You decide you want to be a goddamn foreman.
Damn, bro.
You want a goddamn.
Hold on, bro.
Oh shit!
I can't even hear myself think. Calm down, my nigga. This shit suddenly go on all the way until the morning, then you gonna get to express yourself. I'm not gonna be here until the morning though. I'm just saying.
neither.
There's no logic. There's no logic in anybody making the assumption that motherfucker was just readily agreeing to somebody telling them, boy, I got you for life. Huh? Maybe prison. Maybe prison. But as far as a nigga who can just jump a fence or walk out a gate, come on, bro. Y'all got to get that shit up, my nigga.
That's what niggas gotta understand.
Right,
Like,
so there's no logic. There's no logic to support that in the human condition, bro.
Smoke, if I convince you to show up to my company, if I convince you to show up to my company every day for 8 hours a day and give your labor to my company, which I'm capitalizing off your labor and all the labor of all the other people is willing to pledge their labor.
That's manipulation. We talking about somebody being
nigga,
forced.
that's commerce.
That's manipulation. We talking about somebody that's being forced, bro.
Yeah, that's different. You can't compare employment to that type of shit in those times. Employment, you know what it is. They got offering this, you taking it or you not. That's simple.
Man,
You gotta qualify.
Yeah, but say you go to jail. They got a life sentence. And you working feeding up grass on the side of the road. Is that not servitude?
Right. That is too, but that's paid. That's different because you paid off your debt to society. My bad, Smoke.
No, it's the same thing. See, y'all under the impression that all these people was coming here just to work. Hell no, nigga, it was a whole advertisement campaign going on in regards to what was happening and transpiring in these very lands called the Americas. It was a very attractive offer that was being made to these people. They were being guaranteed shit. And sometimes those guarantees weren't met. And that ultimately developed into promises to pay. Shit just still hanging around today.
Right.
Promises to pay like a 401k. You know how many niggas get beat out their 401k today?
Facts.
Smoke, that's what they don't.
Yeah, but that's voluntary. Not the same thing, though, man.
What bite, y'all? What bite, y'all? I like how you broke that down, Smoke. That's real.
Then I'm telling y'all after the fact, these shady deals being made, and you know, after these people in pass, now somebody with a bright idea want to just say, oh, they were slaves. Them were no motherfucking slaves. Those people who reached
or a new bank opened up, or a new bank.
Right, those people who reached an agreement and got the short end of the stick. Well, no goddamn slaves.
So, Smoke, are the words servitude and employee, are they not synonymous terms? Yes or no?
Yes, nigga.
Okay, then.
Hold on. But what you don't know is that it's also an exchange of services. You are saying that whoever the employee is or the employer, the employee and the employee are both engaged in servitude. So what we saying?
I would say that the employer is
not the same
master.
thing.
That's like
the employer is the master, and the employee is the servant of the master. That's very clear. The employer.
Okay, name me a business right now that is not in the business of serving or providing a service.
Right. It's not the master, it's the corporation.
That would also make the employer ultimately in service, my nigga. That's an inescapable reality. You niggas just ain't got your thinking caps on. Y'all
Right. Right. But hold up, Chief.
But you didn't say that the word employee and servant or slave are not synonymous terms.
Right, but it's how one looks at it. We know what it is.
So now we lost in translation.
But no, I'm saying we could just agree to disagree. People could agree to disagree on that. It's how you take it, right? But we know at the end of the day, the corporation is really the master. Because everybody's working for that shit.
No.
It's a small business.
Can I say something, please?
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. In order to work, hey, bro, that's what makes us sovereign, bro. Us being citizens. Never mind, y'all got it. I'm a mute. Y'all ain't ready.
I just wanted to
Y'all
say
ain't ready
real
for
quick.
that. Y'all ain't ready for
Sovereign
that.
us being citizens.
Y'all ain't ready for that, bro. Y'all ain't ready
You
for that.
can't be sovereign and citizen. We know this already. We don't even got to get into the
You don't
same.
get paid
No, I'm
for
saying,
servitude.
no. Us participating in the corporation is what makes us sovereign. But go ahead.
Hell no.
I got a question, man. How many people on the panel think that you get paid for servitude?
Everybody
It's
gets
not the
paid.
same thing.
Hold on. You signed the contract. That made that made it debt. So now
That means
you're
it's an
clearing your
indenture
debt.
then. No, that makes it an indenture. At the least.
Because now
It's
I
not the
got
same
debt
thing
to
as
you.
servitude, though, okay?
All right, hold up. But you're saying this. It's about the contract now. Say I give you a contract. I say I need 5 years of labor. I'm going to give you food and board. I'm trying to get these minerals out this ground.
Yeah, so you're getting paid for it then. It's not
Right?
the same thing.
You getting free. No, you're not getting really no cash. You getting free board, right? And you getting off your
Man,
shit.
ain't
Now you
nobody
free.
doing that shit in real life, though, okay?
Back in them days, yeah, of course, bro.
No.
Hold on, Darvis. The owner of the goddamn, what is it? The Los Angeles Clippers. He just admitted before he lost the team 4 years ago that all of the niggas on the team, which were multimillionaires, were children. They were slaves. He provided room and board.
Yeah,
and
I saw the
food for
movie.
them.
No, he didn't, man. The boy had his own house or whatever, man. The boy was under contract. Yeah, I know, but the difference is, King, they were under contract. So at most, it makes them an indenture.
Dawes, he's looking at it through.
King. Servitude and slavery ain't that, though, King.
Right,
Like
but you're looking at a rich
your
person's
child,
eyes
you
too.
can't
So
get
don't say
everything on every
that.
goddamn day. That's servitude.
Darvis, does not the scriptures say that he who is the debtor is the slave to the lender?
There's a mixing the two. You're mixing the two.
Yeah, but it don't mean that's the way we mean slave now. Somebody was translating the word slave into that. It doesn't mean the same thing, okay?
Hold up. If you're in debt right now,
I'm saying
hold on. If you're in debt right now,
employee today.
right, hold on. If you're in debt now, it's the same as somebody being in debt for student loans. Say your credit card, your mortgage, your car. You're in debt. That's why you got to work to pay that. Once you,
yeah, but that's not servitude.
Yeah, you are. You're serving the lender. You're working. You're literally going to work every day to pay off the debt.
Let me tell you. Let me try.
No.
Right? You guys.
So you don't gotta stop it, bro. You saying that's not
King, that's not the same thing, King.
Okay. We disagree.
All right, cool. Let me give you an example. All right, let me give you an example of what they call slavery. I say you're in prison, and this prison got a contract to build a fucking road however long, and you on a chain gang, and you working. That's enslavement, King.
Right, we
That's
got you on
servitude.
that. It's different type. They might get $1 a day, right? $4.
Yeah, but I mean,
I know in some places.
So you telling
some places
me
they
that
get paid, but some places they got the under control movement. They got rid of all that.
So Darvis, are you saying that you could be in custody and I could be out of custody and we can't work for the same fucking corporation, laying the same
Yes, we can.
railroad?
Yes, we can, but we don't get paid the same way and the slaves get paid.
But we're
inmates will be
all
slaves.
servants to the contract.
I know, but the inmates will be slaves.
Wait.
The contractors, King.
Hold on.
Like if you want a chain gang, you
Okay,
in jail.
I could agree with you with that.
Driving the bus.
So we'll say it's two
He's
types of slavery. It's a slavery to debt. It's a strict slavery, what you talking about more on the physical society side.
Employees and employers.
Right.
Smoke said.
Right.
Both are servants. Right? Y'all agreed to that. If
I don't agree with that.
I don't know about that.
Okay, have you okay, so do both sides have an obligation?
Yeah, but based on contract.
You're not working for free, bro. You're not working for free.
Exactly.
Exactly. You're getting paid.
So both sides have
Yeah.
obligations.
Fulfill a
All right, we're
contract.
not going to
So
continue.
That's
how
not
is the
servitude.
so how is the
Okay,
employee?
Okay, can
So
you quit at any time?
you can
Yes,
if
you
you
can.
want.
All right, then. Both sides
You
have
won't get paid.
obligations. Both sides are
So that
free to
means
do
you can't be a
whatever they
slave.
want.
Slave can't quit.
Yeah, that's it. No, bro. Shaw said some real shit in the chat, bro. So, bro, y'all just denied everything. So, bro, so there was no such thing as the crack epidemic.
Damn, I just got cut off, huh?
Y'all
What the
wasn't
crack
saying
epidemic
shit,
got to do
bro.
with that?
Y'all wasn't saying shit, bro. Y'all denying everything, bro, and talking about
Yeah, I
nothing,
know.
bro.
What you mean with denying everything? What you mean by that?
No integrity.
Yeah,
Have y'all seen the
I
indenture
don't.
contract? Have you guys seen
I
that
don't even
indenture
know why this
contract
type of
before?
shit come up. It's like it's society type of
No,
shit.
this
It's
is
different
important.
levels.
This is
At the
important.
can't even have.
If y'all seen the indenture contract before?
Yes,
Like one
I
of the
have.
old ones? What
Hey,
do they
nigga, I
look
got a
like?
concrete business.
Yeah, it's
What do
a
they
trust
look like?
document. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I've seen them.
Okay. Now, do you know that they are that indenture contract is severed in ridges? One side gets one half, the other side gets the other half. That's how the indenture contract used to go.
Right.
So there's an
Oh,
obligation on both sides. Both sides are servants to the other. You're not getting free work. You're gonna pay for it. The other side is
Exactly. And people gonna get
not
paid.
gonna work and don't get paid. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I know what you're saying.
Right.
But if I'm
Okay.
supplying the
Those
work for
were
you
I
to
not
just
do,
want to
slaves,
get that clear.
that's the
neither
that's
side
what.
was.
Yeah, these boys wild. Wild Indians. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody jumped on in a while. You dig what I'm saying? I think we're gonna go ahead, get it up out of here. You dig what I'm saying? Go on here, shoot up out of here. Just wanted to stop through, cook a little bit. You dig what I'm saying? But with that being said,
Create a gang is crazy. Boy, y'all better pay attention.
hey, I just need you to breathe in, let that light in. Cause I'm Cosmo and I'm out.
And oh yeah, put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feel it when you feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh, it's that Japheth, that Chow Mein, that Papa Bull, that Tao Mein, since sunset in the arc of Wayne. My brain moving like Tao Sang, so as above, it's so below. That up and that down thing, this flow is atmospheric. I call that a ground game. See, water is knowledge, so if I'm teaching, you're learning. So how your God make a sun without vortexing and current? See the pattern is ponic, I'm reaching out for my people. Oh, watch me flow through your speakers, you feel the force of the ether. And when the force gets the equal, I'm taking off like an eagle. Police popped the pastor yesterday for pushing put equal. My DNA is Moshe. Mix that thing with higher water. My spirit rate is OTN. It's just a higher order. Got more light than Kavita. Rap a lot just like Tila. Went from sinner to saint. Shout out my big homie Sealer. Got more torque than a sports car. Got more work than a door stop. In the 4 million I make, I'm giving the Dr. Umar. Oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Super 7 in my rites and ceremonies. I'm married to Jehovah, holy matrimony. Confucius say, in the words of Caillou, before you hit the tomb, be a bridegroom. Only got one question for Miss Susan B. On how to last Ahu when it's now a Angui. Blame my inspiration, I'm just thinking thoughts. But in the way of God's, we gon' keep it short. Why Jesus wanna kill me, Matthew 10:34. Just a couple questions that I'm needing to know. Oh, watch me flow, it's so potent. Set the vortex in motion. Super 7, I'm floating across the Aegean Ocean. Oh, you a Muslim now, so I guess you make it Salat. Well, I'm a Israelite, I'ma make him at the Shabbat. Got Moses on the bumper, super slap off in my spaceship photosphere. So I stay lit, peace and light to the faith is so yeah. Put that super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you're feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah.